Hello and welcome to the Bad Friends podcast. My name is Thomas Murphy and I'm the one on the left. I'm joined here today by my co-host, world famous YouTuber and friend and all-around good guy, Connor Keneally. Connor, how's it going?
Hanging in there. It took me 11. It took me 11 minutes to set up my mic. I'm about as good as I could be,
Nice.
and then to get a recording as well was also a pain in the ass. But we're here. It's been how long have we been planning this now?
Months. We had the original idea, like, what?
6 months ago.
Yeah.
When I first got this mic, we had the idea.
We should start a podcast.
Hey, this would be a really good idea, Connor. What if we
It took us up to a week ago to make a Discord server. Then two of us immediately quit. So originally it was going to be 4 people on this podcast, and then the other 2 guys were
massive?
they're too cool. They're too cool. So
That's,
it's just us.
yeah, I'll let you. I'll let you phrase it. So,
Yeah.
to be fair, either one of them could just come online the Discord server and join anyway. So
And join halfway through. Actually, 1 second.
What?
Let me just make sure. Let me just tell them not to.
Yeah, no, I'll just leave it. I'll leave it in the Discord general, or you
Yeah.
can just
I'll do it.
tell them
Doing it
to
now.
sod off. So we both have a select few topics here that we decided to cover. We probably won't go through all of them because what probably would be hard for us to go from like memes,
Memes
to, like
to
Amber
terrorists.
Heard, Johnny Depp, that sort of thing, or the New Zealand thing. So we kind of have to like filter it as we go, like whatever kind of fits the conversation, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, eventually we will be able to handle some more heavy stuff. But right now, I think we should just keep it light and breezy.
Yeah, keep it. I was about to say family friendly, PG clean, but
Whatever
the two of
floats
us
your
is
boat,
probably
my
not
dude.
gonna end up family friendly, PG clean.
So Connor, you're not allowed to swear. Am I right?
You are indeed.
Ha!
I have a
That's-
reputation to keep up.
That's fucking shit. Correct.
So, do you want to go for first topic, or should I?
I'll let you run first topic.
Alright, well, this is probably the most light-hearted topic that I took down this week, and that was pretty simply the new Avengers trailer that came out. When was it? Thursday? Thursday.
Yeah, there's a.
So, basically, when the trailer came out, in my opinion anyway, it did enough to get me really excited again. Because I
Yeah.
actually had kind of forgotten about it since Captain Marvel came out. But, yeah, it also, like, told you nothing. Like, I haven't a clue what the plot is, really.
Yeah, all I learned about it was, like, I saw the trailer, and then I saw some like IGN thing, and they were talking about the white suits.
Yeah.
So I haven't even seen Ant-Man and the Wasp yet, so I've a bit of catching up to do before I watch it. But
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not a great film, I'm not gonna lie to you, but
yeah,
it's basically just it's basically all that happened was Hank Pym went into the quantum realm, and that was the suit that he had on.
yeah,
So he could actually go into the quantum realm without dying. That was basically the main gist of it, and then it was leaked like 5 months
through
ago.
a Lego toy, wasn't that?
So like it was Lego toys, and like these action figures were leaked of them in the white suits. So yeah, I'd say they wouldn't have put that as the last shot. It was only just so they'd be like, fine, shut up here.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I mean, Tony Stark is there, Iron Man.
yeah,
He's wearing one of them.
yeah, I know.
So,
There's
but no, go on.
what I was gonna say is like I think Marvel know we're not idiots, hence why they like showed Tony back on Earth, because they
Yeah,
just
yeah.
know we're not gonna believe that he's just gonna die
Yeah.
of starvation in space. That would be
They'll be like
the
the worst
worst
superhero
end.
death of all time.
The one guy plays the same character for literally 10 years and about 10 different films.
and they
And
stare
just
him
like,
to death.
he just dies. Why? I don't know.
No food.
Oxygen ran out of his spaceship, guys. He's dead.
He actually got into a car crash on his way to Stark Tower this morning. Hey.
Like, it would just be the worst. The worst. What happened to Tony Stark? Oh yeah, he got pneumonia. Just died in his sleep. It's fine.
But in that scene where they're all in the white suits, the three most powerful Avengers, would you say? So Thor, Hulk,
Captain
Marvel
Thor,
are not there,
Yeah.
but they are also like the three most able to travel through space on their own.
Yeah.
So
because none of them need to breathe.
well, I mean, they all need to breathe, but they can all breathe in space.
Yeah. Well, yes.
None of them.
They don't need to breathe.
They're all vampires.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
saw Captain Marvel today actually. Like, Captain Marvel is mad overpowered, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I think they're gonna keep up the whole, oh no, is the Hulk gonna come out? We don't know. Oh no, guys.
The Hulk is shy this time.
He's really scared. He's scared
Remember
of
in
Big
Thor
Purple Man.
Remember Thor Ragnarok when Hulk did bad man for years? He's gone.
Like, it's just, I hated it in Infinity War as well, because like it got old. That's probably the worst thing about. I love Infinity War like to death. I love that film.
Like 6 times.
Like, that was the one major flaw I had coming out with it, is just like there were Funko Pops leaked of the Hulk breaking through the Hulkbuster suit coming out. So that's what I thought would happen, and that would have been sick. But
Funky.
no, Bruce Banner killed this guy. It's about on par with in Age of Ultron, if you remember, when he like just walked into Ultron's like lair and just got Black Widow on his own, and there was no one like keeping control of her. Just we give Bruce Banner a big hero moment, but Hulk don't come out this time, guys.
Hulk was Batman. Now we have Science Man forever.
Like, it's just, I just hope they do something cool with them in this film.
Yeah, they will. They have to.
I haven't really been a massive Hulk fan since the first Avengers, if I can be fully serious. Like, he was okay in Age of Ultron, but the best part he had in Age of Ultron was getting his ass kicked by Tony Stark.
I mean, the best movie the Hulk has been in has to be Ragnarok.
I think he was really good in Ragnarok, yeah. But for me, as a character, I think what suited the Hulk best was Avengers 1.
Yeah.
Because he's basically a... And in fairness, this is a good thing. It's really good for the film he's in, but he's more of a joke in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
I really do
like Ragnarok is a...
But like, it doesn't really... He doesn't change at all, really.
Yeah, but like... That movie is like...
God tier.
What's his name? Taika... What's his name?
YTZ.
Yeah. His all like... Of all the movies he's directed, they're all that kind of vein of like just comedy movies. It's more like Thor Ragnarok is the biggest comedy of all the Marvel in the MCU. Like,
oh yeah, like even something like the Guardians films, which I'll probably get to later when we're probably talking about James Gunn.
Yes.
If
spoiler alert.
Even them, while they are really funny, the comedy is like just a bit of a drawing point. The characters are really like sad all the time.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like a coping mechanism almost. But like Ragnarok is literally just throwing loads of funny ha-has at the screen.
Yeah. Like Korg, like, let's be honest, Korg is completely unnecessary in Thor Ragnarok. Like, he doesn't do anything.
He doesn't do anything for the plot. He's just there because Taika showed up on set once in a like CG suit, and they were like, he was like, I want to be a character
They're just
and,
like,
and
fair
they just
enough.
wrote in the script. How about we have Thor like meet in his basement with this rock creature, and just be like, "Hey, man,
Oh,
guess
my name's
what?
Corden.
I tried to escape here that one time, but I didn't get any flyers, so
My mum was the only
I-
one that showed up.
they guaranteed they just didn't even write him into the script. Just Taika just
So
did
just
that
Taika
scene.
just showed up.
After
Taika-
the
It's
entire
just
film was
Taika and Chris
finished,
Hemsworth's
Taika just
idea.
Taika was like, "I want to be in the film," and he just like put on a suit and was like, "Chris, come here," and they just recorded a few scenes.
That's actually Taika Waititi's actual basement that they filmed that in.
Could you imagine? Just this is
Oh,
really old,
hilarious.
dilapidated basement. You just have Taika
If that came
Waititi
out,
and Chris
I thought that was-
Hemsworth just stand there like, "Hey."
Oh, my name's Cool. As you
Like-
can see, I'm made of rocks. That's just such a stupid character.
I briefly mentioned.
I feel like
that-
we've gotten off track. We were
Yeah.
talking about Avengers.
We're talking
Endgame.
about Endgame, but then we got onto Korg and how unnecessary of a character he is. But yeah, I'm gassed. I actually think Hawkeye is gonna have something cool to do, and that would be
Yeah.
a very welcome
See,
change.
that scene where he's training his daughter.
Yeah,
That's kind of
I guarantee you.
that's
Like I
definitely
saw
that's a
this
clue
on
for
Twitter.
something.
First scene will be his kids dying in front of him.
Oh Jesus! As in, like after the snap.
like the very first scene will be like on the Barton farm and just bang, gone.
Clint Barton.
His kids just and wife just die in front of him.
I mean that. Maybe.
I'd say so because like they said that all the, I think I don't know, was it Feige or was it the Russos? One of them was like, yeah, all the promo stuff is only gonna be it's only gonna be from the first 15 minutes of the film.
Yeah. So like, a lot happens in the first 15 minutes of the film.
Quite clearly. they all like clearly a few months pass in the first 15 minutes of the film. Like, obviously, Hawkeye's family die. Captain Marvel just shows up. Iron Man gets on the Benatar, nearly dies, comes home, and they get
And Gamora.
Ant-Man comes out of the quantum realm, shows up, is like, "Hey guys,"
In a
they
van.
get all these white suits and they go into the quantum realm. That must happen in the first like 15 minutes of the film.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's like 3 hours long, though. According to the Russos, it's going to be like 3 hours long.
Yeah. But like, that's not going to stop anyone.
No, like
It's actually going to encourage people. Probably more people will watch it.
they could possibly like just not have even made any trailers, just like released the poster and been like, "There you go," and they would still
Yeah.
crack a billion. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Captain Marvel is
100%.
going to crack a billion. It's already on like 750 million, and like
Jesus.
that's like not. I like the film, but it's like a Doctor Strange. It's not.
It's weird. It's not your regular run-of-the-mill MCU movie.
Yeah, but it's also like not. It's not bad, but it's not like top tier like a Guardians or
Yeah.
Infinity War.
Black Panther.
Sorry, I just basically just let off that Guardians is my favorite MCU film, but
It's not. It's not the best movie. Unlike Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm very subtle about how much I love
Really
Guardians of the
unbiased.
Galaxy, but yeah. Should we move on? Actually, while I'm thinking of it, while I'm speaking on Guardians of the Galaxy, to James Gunn
James Gunn. Yeah.
basically
sure.
being hired
I
and
have
then
some
sacked
Stuff
and
written
then
on him.
brought back when they realized DC were going to take him.
Yeah. I actually have, like, he got fired for these tweets, right?
Yeah,
And I was looking yesterday when I heard the news that he got rehired or whatever. I looked up what tweets he got fired for,
oh yeah,
and like, they're,
bad.
yeah. What, like, I don't know. They're all about like rape and stuff.
Yeah, but it's kind of a tough scenario, like, because at the same time, it was like 10 years prior,
Mm.
and again, I'm sound like I'm defending someone who constantly makes light of rape of all topics. But, like, it's a bit unfair to just sack someone because of something that they said in social media, like, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, yeah. Like the way I
Like,
have this in my notes, it's like you can call him. People are saying now that all the movies he's directed are terrible
yeah,
because of who he is.
yeah,
But like it ties in with Michael Jackson that way. Like
yeah, like,
he was not an okay guy. But does that mean that I'm not allowed to say that Thriller is one of the best songs ever made?
yeah, like, I despise Bryan Singer as a person because of what he's been outed as a massive raging nonce. But
Yeah,
I really do. I like Bohemian Rhapsody, and I like of all my. I'm bringing this back to superhero films all the time, but of all the X-Men films, the ones that he's directed are the better ones, like
yeah.
Days of Future Past and the first two.
Like it's the same with R. Kelly or fucking Harvey Weinstein and all these like countless other people that are just so other
There's a-
men. Like it's all their own men.
Yeah, there's like a there's a phrase like the art and not the artist.
Mm.
Like or no, it's vice versa. The artist, not the art. You can hate the artist, but if like, let's say you really loved Guardians of the Galaxy, and then you saw
Yeah.
those tweets, would you immediately just be like, "Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy, bad film,
Yeah,
hate that
like
film."
no way. So obviously some people would it would taint
Would take the film
some
slightly.
people's perspective of the film, but
Yeah,
like it doesn't make it a bad movie.
yeah, like, yeah. I couldn't really put it much better than that, to be honest. It's I was really upset when he did get fired. I thought it was an absolute disgrace. I could see why, but I just still thought it was a disgrace. So
Yeah,
I've seen loads of people complaining now. Like I follow a lot of people who speak about films on Twitter, and
yes,
loads of them were outraged about it as well. It was like hashtag rehire James Gunn was like trending like 2 days after he got sacked.
yeah,
But I saw a load of people today coming up my timeline because loads of people were replying to them, and it was people who were calling James Gunn like, "Oh, how could Disney do this? How could they rehire this pedophile?" Like,
Oh, what?
he said a few mean tweets,
He said,
edgy tweets. He said big edgy
Yeah.
tweet and
but like that's in no way
big
comparable to being a
big stretch.
pedophile. Like,
Like, it's a massive stretch to just be like, yeah, he make joke. He he major criminal.
yeah, it's the same with like, well, it's not the same, but it's similar to that whole I don't want to get too too heavy, but the New Zealand attacks
Oh
with
yeah,
PewDiePie,
yeah,
like this scum of the earth guy should have subscribed to PewDiePie before committing one of the worst,
shooting.
probably the biggest terrorist attack so far this year.
Yeah,
And then people attacking him on Twitter, attacking PewDiePie on Twitter, saying that he was leading an army of terrorists. Like that's a 1 in a billion chance. Like,
yeah. Like, I hate the people who will make that massive like drastic link. Like,
Yeah.
Like the James Gunn tweets, like he made joke about rape, so therefore he pedophile.
Mm.
It's mental, really. Should we
Should we move on?
probably to keep the lighter tone going because us talking about the bringing the New Zealand
Pedophiles and
shooting
terrorists
probably didn't.
within 10 minutes.
So yeah, we can move on to one of your topics now. At this point, I've basically covered the like half of mine.
Yeah, I have a few things. I don't know whether you want to talk about some of this.
Oh,
I have like James Corden, that thing he did with David Beckham, and how he's trying too hard
yeah, to be
to
a
be
big
a
funny haha man.
Yeah, because I don't know if you've ever seen Gavin and Stacey, but that's kind of how he started his career in England.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I
And
haven't watched any of it.
he plays this fat alcoholic slob of a man from Essex.
Yeah,
And that's how basically all of Britain sees him.
yeah.
And then he fucked up over to LA, and now he's he lost weight. That's a good, obviously that's a good thing, but he
But now
lost
he's
all
not
his weight.
funny anymore. I wish he stayed fat, because when he was fat, he was funny. But now he's slender, and I don't like him.
No, but like he's this late night talk show host, and he's like friends with every famous person you've ever heard of.
Yeah, it's sort of like I was about to say it's sort of like Ellen, but it's not. It's completely different to Ellen. But like he's on
Sort of
that.
like how Ellen went through all this big struggle about being the first openly gay TV presenter. James Corden, fat man.
now he thin man. But
It's I don't want him to become. I mean, I love him. I really like James Corden, but it seems like he's going to become the next Jimmy Fallon.
yeah, like how Jimmy Fallon like folds over in laughter with
Yeah.
everything everyone says.
Like Jimmy Fallon started his career successfully on SNL as a comedian, and then they gave him a late night talk show, and
Now he's dry.
now everyone hates him.
Yeah, like I think the problem with most talk show hosts is like rather than actually asking them questions, a lot of the time they'll just wuss around it and just kind of avoid anything that could go into a grey area just to remain like friends with them.
Yeah, definitely.
Just so in case ratings go down, it's okay. Look, guys, here's Ari Lama Grande. Like it's
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like they have to be talking about something all the time, so there's nothing awkward at all.
yeah.
Even if that is, he brings on these like animal experts, and they have like, oh, conversation time. Here's the baby giraffe.
Yeah. Like
Whereas on the complete other end of the spectrum, there are Irish late night talk shows, such as the Late Late Show or the Ray Darcy Show, which are,
so
in my
bad.
opinion, the worst television programs on Irish networks.
And it's not like they don't have any competition. There's a lot of bad TV shows on Irish television.
Yeah,
But oh man, it's because it's like whenever those better shows, and I don't like talk shows. I'm not a talk show person, but like
Yeah.
they're quite clearly by far and away a lot better. But when they start talking about like here, oh look at this guy. Here's Lady Gaga bringing a goat onto the chat, LeMayo. Isn't this funny?
Yeah.
Please like and share on Facebook. Like, that's just such a Ryan Tuberty like attempt, where like Ryan Tuberty will just be like, "Oh yeah, we just talked to."
Ollie White.
We just talked to famous YouTuber who hasn't been relevant for like 5 years, Ollie White,
4 years.
and it's just like, oh well, what's next? Here is child, and they don't give any
Here's a
context. Just here is child.
The only time people tolerate that show like properly is the Late Late Toy Show, and even then, people are getting sick of the toy show each year.
Shit. Me and another lad was meant to be one of the hosts of this podcast. Like literally, we've made it almost a yearly tradition just to, like, basically just keep snapping each other during the show, pointing out every wrong thing Ryan Tuberty says.
Which one, CU or C?
CO.
Okay, I get you.
Like
The reason we're not saying their names is because we didn't actually ask them if we could say their names.
yeah, but like it's shows like that where they're like so like trying to keep so on top of everything where they have to have full control. They won't like ask an awkward question or just for fear that it'll go a bit scaways, just so that they'll upset the other person, like just so they
Yeah,
can
yeah.
have them back on later on when ratings go low.
But
Like, like I can guarantee you, when Jacksepticeye went on the Late Late Show, Ryan
yeah,
Tuberty hadn't a goddamn clue what to ask him, so he said, "How much money do you earn?"
yeah. I was gonna. That's what I was gonna say. Like, he's such a baby boomer already. Like, he's so that generation of person. Like 50-year-old, not quite sure how to use the internet, has likes minion posts on Facebook. He's so that generation.
Yeah,
When Sean McLaughlin was on the show, he is what? He's probably 30.
he's 30. Like
No,
he'll be 30. I'll Google it.
30
But
this
like
year, maybe. Yeah,
he's
Google.
about
But
30, I'd
he's
say.
whatever. He's around that age, and he's tech savvy. He's internet savvy. He knows the internet culture. He knows that if a YouTuber is getting interviewed, they do not want to talk about money. I've never seen any YouTuber that isn't.
Doesn't get uncomfortable
Dare I,
when it's
dare I
asked.
say it, rice gum. I've never seen any YouTuber want to talk about how much money they make unless they bring it up themselves.
Yeah, like, I think before the fight, like KSI was asked that on like Good Morning Britain or something, and he just laughed it off and didn't answer him.
Yeah,
Or what's even more awkward for them is when they're like, yeah, how do you earn money? And they have to explain like ad revenue and
so I get ads or sponsors, but sometimes the YouTube algorithm is bad and says, no, no money for you, sir. Get a part-time job if you want money.
yeah, like, I used to actually kind of like Brian Tuberty when I was like,
When he first started the Late Late Show,
yeah, but
it wasn't Gay Byrne anymore.
we want gay back.
Bring back gay. Get that trending. Hashtag bring back Gay Byrne. Is he still alive? Gay Byrne.
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Imagine if we got that trending on Twitter and it turned out he's dead.
Just typing it in to make sure, is Gay Bird alive?
Hashtag revive Gay Byrne.
Oh yeah, he is. He's alive.
Good.
So with that, shall we move on?
So, on that note,
Gay, and he's dead. He can't do it. Unlucky.
what do we have to do in that situation?
Sorry.
Formally apologize.
Send our condolences to his family or something.
I'd like to deeply apologize for
Made a severe and continuous lapse in our judgment.
I'd like to deeply apologize for the totally inappropriate remarks we made on last week's episode. Unfortunately, neither myself or Connor realized that Mr. Byrne tragically died 5 years ago. It'd be even worse if he was dead for like 10 years, which neither of us cared.
He
Tragically passed while in the middle of donating €1 million to Troker.
Okay, well, should we move on?
Okay, we should move on. We're digging a hole here.
Yeah.
Um,
We're never gonna meet Gay Byrne now.
Never gonna get into Late Late Show at this rate, Connor. Okay. Compose ourselves. I have two lists in front of me, and one of them is bad memes, and the other is good memes.
Oh yeah.
And it pains me to say that the bad memes list is probably 2 to 3 times longer than the good memes list.
Yeah, because you sent me like
I'm gonna talk about them and
you sent me
whatever.
like 4 memes today, and was like, good meme, bad meme, good meme.
Yeah. So, will I?
Yeah, you can start.
So for the bad memes, I'll just read out the list, or we'll go through them one by one, I suppose. Bad memes. First one. You know that whole Dwayne the Glock Johnson, Elon Musket, Donald Trumpet, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it. It's not funny anymore.
It's lazy.
The only funny one I saw was Dwayne the Croc Johnson.
Yeah, like
that was like the first one that was made, like way back 2017, and it was the only funny one that I've seen since.
Yeah.
Elon Musk doesn't even like those memes.
Didn't he give it? No, he didn't even rate that on Meme Review.
Elon Musk is apparently only a fan of dead deer. We'll talk about it in a future episode.
Do you have any? We'll move on to a good meme now. So you actually
good meme. Yes, that guy beatboxing, the black guy.
Oh yeah, where he uses like a dial almost in his hand to like.
Yeah, in his hand. I got his. In my notes, I just had a black guy beatboxing, so I looked up his Instagram. He's at Verbalase, Verbalase. You should follow him. He's a super talented guy. He was in these competitions. He's met Steve Harvey, which is
a massive accomplishment.
Once you meet Steve Harvey, that's career done. You can retire.
You've reached an all-time high. You met the least funny black comedian.
You met a black Dr. Phil.
Yeah. You met the guy who like eyes pop out of his head if you say something that is not the word "the" on Family Feud. Like
yeah.
Speaking of good memes, anything of Steve Harvey, because he's just he's so memeable.
You know that video, especially what comes to mind is that video of when Dr. Phil and Steve Harvey went golfing.
And they played like the Mario Kart theme.
Yeah.
It's just them like hitting a man.
It's like Dr. Phil with like a traffic cone on his head. Goes on a murder spree.
What I'd kind of like to see is like the actual show to get the context.
Yeah, I think. Imagine if that's all they found, just that like 30-second clip, like a trailer for something that never happened.
It's just unseen footage that they put on, like just the after credits scene of of an episode of Dr. Phil.
It's just CCTV footage of the two of them hanging out together.
That was released to the general public.
Yeah.
But
another bad meme. Go.
Ooh.
That whole trend of two of them kind of happened at the same time. The Vans challenge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, in my opinion, the furthest the Vans challenge should have gotten was some guy dropped his shoes on the floor, noticed they landed on the right way up, done that maybe 2 or 3 more times, and then gone, oh, that's cool.
I didn't record it.
Yeah, just forget about it. Throw your shoes on the floor. It doesn't matter. Who actually cares? It's like the bottle flip challenge, but at least that you needed some level of skill to do that properly.
And as well, like people took originality with it. Like it's complete chance with Vans.
Yeah, like this is the equivalent of going the melting ice challenge. Oh, if you put ice on the ground, it'll melt.
Like it's literally one step up. It's one step up from the Tide Pods, where it's like if you eat Tide Pod, you die.
You get sick. Yeah. I think we're onto something with that ice melting challenge. We should get ahead of that.
We should film that. Just a random video.
Just a time lapse.
Whoa, guys! Look what I just found out. And just like throwing an ice cube like into a fire. Whoa! It's God now, guys. This is crazy.
Like this magic trick.
Actually,
like this magic trick. If I put all this food in my mouth and swallow it, it doesn't come out as food anymore.
I think you were saying like these kind of came around at the same time. I think I know what you're on about. Yes. That's the cheesing one.
Yes. Yeah.
I hate that as
well.
That's
mean. It's mean. The only good one I saw was one I actually saw 10 minutes before I started recording. It was where someone threw a piece of cheese at their cat and it fell off a table. And it's the only one that's made me laugh.
The only one I've kind of liked is when the this woman threw it at her boyfriend, who is also a fat man.
Oh, and the dog.
And the dog that tries to
Dog bit his
eat
face.
it. Yeah, and it's
You
really
guys rescue him. That one's alright, yeah. But the
But,
rest of them are throwing them at a newborn child.
the knob who threw a block of cheese at this newborn child.
If
Caves in this child's face.
put yourself in the baby's shoes. This is your father, more than likely. It's more than likely the guy. As it is always.
No, you kidnapped him for Facebook videos.
No, but it's not going to be the mother, is it?
No.
You're looking up at your father. He has cheese. You're like, oh, nice, I love cheese. And he hits you in the face with it. And these children, a slice of cheese to me or you is not big. It covers the baby's entire face.
Yeah,
It's like me putting a bin bag over your head.
For us, it's literally just what's a big food? What's big food? I'm trying to
Google it. A big slice of ham.
It's like throwing the ham before the butcher cuts it at you.
It's like me hitting you in the face with a guitar.
Yeah. It's just so stupid. The child just what would he do if he hit the child too hard and the child just died? What would he actually do?
Imagine that phone call.
Hi, honey. The child is dead. How? I threw a giant block of cheese at him for a Facebook video.
Hey, yeah, I have some bad news. Man, if you texted her.
That'd be even worse.
LMAO.
Just texted her, and then when she comes back, he's gone.
And so is the child. Him and all of the cheese in the house has disappeared. Like Jack the Ripper. Series of right now. Never mind. I'm not gonna start talking about dead babies.
No.
Might get fired for my next Disney movie.
But yeah. Do you want to mention a good one now, or are you?
This new. I don't know if you've seen this, but there's a new kind of. Well, there's two of them. There's two more good ones. Might as well mention them. The Yoshi Island music is a great one. I really like it.
Oh yeah, I really like it as well.
It's it is gonna die. It's not.
It has a shelf life.
Yeah, there's no denying that it's not actually a good meme, but it's funny and it's cute and it's not doing any harm. So
it's not like you're throwing a giant block of cheese at your son. As soon as your child comes out of the womb, just throwing a giant block of cheese at his face. The horror of the doctor's face. Just really confused while your wife's recording it.
You look back in 10 years' time and at your wedding, you're looking at your birth video. Wait, do people do that? I don't know.
Birth
whenever
video?
Whenever the time is, you look at the video of your birthday, and there's just your dad just throwing.
The video, we'll have another one.
just throwing cheese strings at you.
We're having too much fun with this cheese meme. We need to move on. Come on.
Okay. Yeah. Yoshi Island music. Okay. Jesus Christ, we mentioned that for 3 seconds and we're back to the cheese. Okay. The next one is, I don't know if it's just starting or if it never took off. But I don't know, have you seen these Me on Ellen memes?
Oh yeah, it's I heard you're scared of abandonment and just walk away. It's oh my god, Ellen, you didn't.
Yeah, so it's me on Ellen. Ellen, I heard you like X. X happens. Me, oh my god, Ellen, you didn't. Yeah. That's the format. It's, I don't know, some of them are funny. It made me chuckle.
Depends how edgy you go.
That's how edgy I am. That's the edgiest meme I see. And then one more bad one to grow on. This isn't one particular meme. It's the fact that the chum bucket versus the Krusty Krab. That meme. The thing of Drake choosing the car on the highway, making the big turn. They're all the same, and they're all annoying. I don't like any of them.
Yeah, it's. I'm not too sure as to if they were ever funny. It's just like, oh look, this stock image looks like it could be one option or another. Like, it's also like the
guy looking back at his girlfriend,
face, sad face guy, and the guy looking back at another girl while his girlfriend's holding.
Yeah.
It's just all the exact same format, and some loser in his room is just like, oh, just make epic funny.
Ugh, Drake did this in his music video. Oh, I smell memes.
I'm trying to think if there's like, I can't come up with a format that hasn't been done, because all of them definitely have.
Yeah.
Flip it.
Whoa, what's your language there, man?
I nearly said flip off, but...
Flip off, you little scallywag.
Yeah, do you have any more topics to cover?
I do. KSI and Logan Paul's beef on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that where where Logan was like, oh, KSI's dodging the rematch, and KSI was like,
the rematch.
No, you are, and they basically just said, no, you, back and forth over and over again, and then Logan goes, your family don't like you, and KSI goes, bro, that's really deep, and then just...
I have the tweets here. So Logan Paul tweeted on the 9th of March. He said, I bet money that KSI is gonna try to skirt the rematch. And then he retweeted that tweet saying, update, I was right. And I don't know, KSI was just like, I'd rather fight... KSI was like, I'd rather fight Jake than you, because you're irrelevant. You can't even break 2 million views anymore. Then Logan was like, update, I was right. He was like, I think it's time to leave your room at KSIOLAGWT eyes emoji. No wonder you want to fight Jake. And then a screenshot of the past week's worth of KSI's videos, 2 weeks worth of KSI's videos, and they're all try not to laugh.
Yeah.
Helping PewDiePie beat T-Series. All that kind of stuff.
And then the picture of him where he's saying he's bulking, but he's really just getting rounder.
Yeah. And KSI was like, I think we both know what I'm doing. Don't throw your brother under the bus over this, Logan. I know it kills you inside that he's doing better. And then Logan was like, the only thing that's awkward about this is that you look like a meatball. Run, dweeb. ... Run. So he called him a dweeb 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And then KSI was like, my guy, you don't know what you're doing. And then I was like, okay, this isn't... Logan Paul has he's nearly 8,300 tweets. I don't care about this anymore.
Yeah. I've opened up KSI's Twitter here, and it's where is it? Here, where Logan was like, where KSI basically is just like, yeah, you're washed up, you're just a suicide forest boy, and that's all you'll ever be.
Yeah.
And Logan's just like, oh yeah, aren't you on your 5th abortion? And then KSI's like, Chloe dumped you and Tifu stole your next girl. And then I think Logan said something about his family having
abandoned him on Christmas.
Yeah, then he just said, your family abandoned you on Christmas, you're hiding a girlfriend, and you broke the 2-fight contract. And called him a dweeb again. And then KSI just ignored him and said, anyway, Jake, you want the main event? And then that was it.
Yeah. So, Logan is white. No one cares about him.
Yeah. He's the real dweeb. I like you, KSI.
Beast mode activate. It's Hesky time.
Hesky.
Speaking of Hesky, have you seen Memeulous' video?
Oh,
This isn't. I don't have this written down. I just thought of this. I watched the video today of him and I'm Alex on what's it called? Cameo.
I was just like, it's I'm
And
Alex,
he got
the
the thing
Chuck
off Randolph.
Norris of football.
Yeah, he got Randolph to recite a verse of Hesky time, but replace Hesky with I'm Alex.
Yeah.
And then Jimmy Bullard. You got Jimmy Bullard. Okay, so Jimmy Bullard was on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, like 2 years ago.
He was
Last
also
year.
a former professional footballer, Tomas.
Yes, I know, but this is where the context of the video comes from when he was on I'm a Celebrity. I know who Jimmy Bullard actually was. But so when he was on I'm a Celebrity, I'm Alex had like a deal going with ITV2 at the time. So he did an interview, like a Skype interview with Mr. Bullard, and then they never talked since. And Alex was like, "Oh, it's Jimmy Bullard, my best friend."
Yeah.
So then, you've seen the video.
Yeah. And like,
I mean, you can explain it. I don't want to explain it.
so basically, like, they paid
Get
Jimmy
tired.
Bullard, and are just I'm getting tired of talking about Jimmy Bullard. Connor, will you talk about Jimmy Bullard now? So basically, yeah, Alex had interviewed him.
Finish my Diet Coke.
He's on work experience before, and he was jokingly just like, "Oh yeah, can you tell hey Jimmy, can you just speak about how great friends we are?" And Jimmy Bullard was like, thought he was being fully serious, which is so unbelievably stupid that like I'm struggling to put into words. But he's just like, yeah, we're not best friends. Tell him he's a bit of a weirdo, LeMayo. Tell him to delete my phone number. Am I right? Like,
I'd like that. I don't think he was serious with that. I'm pretty sure he knew. Well, he was half serious, at least.
I think if he kind of thought at the same time, if this guy actually has my phone number, I'm a bit
I'm kind of in danger.
yeah. So he's just like, tell him to delete my number, please.
And then he was like to big George Memeulous. He was like, "You seem like a good guy. We should hang out sometime."
Yeah, I'm. Jesus, I'm throating. I am throating. Let me see. Do I have any more? The most of my topics from this point are on the Amber Heard Johnny Depp situation.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about that, or we could save it for another one.
I mean, if we do, like, by the time the next episode, that'll probably be old news, so I might as well talk about it now.
Yeah, alright. So, for those of you...
I didn't even really know what happened with it.
So when I'm saying it to the audience, I'm actually saying it to you. So, for those of you who don't know, like Tomas, basically, Amber Heard had spent the last 2 years basically leading on that her ex-husband, Johnny Depp, had been physically abusing her, and it came out this week that Depp was actually suing her. And let me look up the actual amount of evidence that he has compiled for this, because it's actually mental. But basically he's coming back now with way more evidence than she ever had. Here, when the news of Johnny Depp's lawsuit against Amber Heard came out, a lot of people were like, why now though? And it's because he was building this bomb of evidences. So
yeah.
Johnny Depp has produced a massive list of evidence, including 87 surveillance videos, 48 witnesses, photos of his own injuries, 14 depositions and sworn declarations proving that he was abused and set up by his wife. There are even statements by Amber Heard saying she abused Johnny Depp. Jesus.
Fucking hell.
And so as a result of this, Amber Heard has gone on a massive Twitter blocking spree where,
Has she?
well, I've seen at least 5 different people get blocked because they talked about her and how she's an absolute mong.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's she just started blocking like loads of people. Anyone who basically said you're a bad person, she just blocked them.
Yeah, like that's so obvious. Like,
that's a perfect way of handling all your problems.
yeah.
You're a bad person.
Does she block Johnny Depp? I wonder. Is he blocked?
I don't know. Let me just DM him and ask him there. Hey Johnny,
hey,
has Amber blocked you? She blocked
hey,
me.
Captain Jack. Hey Captain Jack, I heard about your ex-wife. So she's single now. Jesus, like we shouldn't say that. But it's too late.
So yeah, loads of people now have started being like, it's, again, we're going back to the whole like art not the artist thing, but in fairness, what she's done has been absolutely brutal as well. But I've seen a lot of people like talking about how she should get like a Chris Brown treatment, where like no one really listens to Chris Brown anymore because everyone's like, Chris Brown, bad person.
Yeah, the last time I listened to Chris Brown was when he did that song.
I only listen to him when he like releases a new song and it's just put on the radio because it's a new song.
Yeah.
Like, those people are saying,
like,
Amber Heard should get this sort of treatment, but like, she just isn't going to get that sort of treatment.
Because she's a white woman.
Yeah, and like, she's already signed on for so many like massive movies.
Who is she? I don't know.
Well,
I don't know who she is.
The one that'll probably matter the most to you is that she played the love interest in Aquaman.
I don't care. Okay, I don't care about her.
Just basically signed up for that. I'll Google like Amber Heard movies just so I can get a
give me a list. Idea. I don't know.
But like, for the last age, basically, she was basically known as that woman that married Johnny Depp and is now trying to sue him. So she was in Aquaman. This is a great list of movies, by the way. I just googled Amber Heard movies and you get all these to come up. Aquaman, Justice League, Zombieland, Drive Angry, 3 Days to Kill, The Danish Girl, that's actually a good film though, Pineapple Express, The Stepfather.
So Pineapple Express is a very good movie.
Paranoia, Magic Mike. I'm trying to see if there's any of these I actually flipping know. A lot of these are rom-coms, like.
Yeah, she's that kind of actress. Okay. Yeah. Who knew?
But I can understand why, like, you wouldn't know.
Johnny Depp knew.
I only know her because she was in Justice League and Aquaman. But
you hear my joke there, Connor?
What? No, I didn't. What was it?
I said, who knew? And then I said, Johnny Depp knew. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bad Friends podcast. If you want to listen, be prepared for a lot more jokes like that.
Please subscribe.
Are you ready? Do you have anything left to talk about?
Other than that, I don't. Do you?
I have, like, I don't know. I kind of want to talk about the New Zealand that whole
scenario
thing, and mainly because I don't want to talk about the actual thing because it's too soon, and like 50 people are dead because of it, and like,
yeah,
if if PewDiePie and like Keemstar aren't going to talk about it, 2 16-year-olds talking about it is not going to help.
Yeah,
but what I do want to talk about is, what's his name? I have his name here somewhere.
Fraser
you should... Yes, him.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that.
I have his statement screenshot.
Do you have the statement?
I have it
So
here.
you can whatever put that up on the screen during the video.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of paraphrasing here on my part because it is fairly long for me to read, and neither of us have the attention span to listen to the whole thing. But I am utterly opposed to any form of violence within our community, and I totally condemn the actions of the gunman. However,
Good so far. Oh, you know when you get to that, however,
you're just like, oh no, here we go.
it's like when someone's like, "I'm not racist," but you know,
yeah, literally this next sentence alone, without even getting into the whole, you can tell he's being fully racist here. Whilst this type of violent vigilantism can never be justified, firstly, a vigilante is someone like Batman or Spider-Man. A vigilante isn't a guy going in and gunning down innocent people. What it highlights is the growing fear within our community, both in Australia and New Zealand. We just got to drag Australia into this, of the increasing Muslim presence. I don't know if he is. He's Senator for Queensland. I can't tell where.
I'll look it up.
Where Queensland is. As always, left-wing politicians, because he's clearly on the right. Adolf. Left-wing politicians and the media will rush to claim that the causes of today's shootings lie with gun laws or those who hold nationalist views, but this is all cliched nonsense. The real cause of bloodshed on New Zealand streets today is the immigration program which allowed Muslim fanatics to migrate to New Zealand in the first place. Great. You're securing yourself a few more votes in the next election. Good man.
What's his name?
Fraser Anning. But
I put in the wrong name.
There is good news about this. Today there's a guy there's a guy in New Zealand called Egg Boy.
Yeah, they egged him. I saw that today actually on Twitter.
Ran up behind him and just egged him for being an absolute
That's knob. The least he deserves, like.
And your man Anning just turned around and just punched him straight in the face.
Okay. Anning is from Brisbane, Australia.
Oh, he is Australian, so.
Like I saw on Twitter, give me a second. The Prime Minister of Australia, Mr. Malcolm Turnbull, tweeted, Fraser Anning's comments today are contemptible. He's a disgrace to the Senate and what is worse, by spreading hatred and turning Australians against each other. He's doing exactly what the terrorists want, which I think is that's an adequate thing to say about it.
Like, I saw this thing today. I don't know who tweeted it out, but a lot of my stuff is based on Twitter because I'm always on Twitter. But
yes,
someone had tweeted out about Sky News because Sky News named the shooter.
Yeah.
And in their alerts, and it was really odd. Like, loads of people are getting really angry that they're naming the shooter. Mm-hmm. Because someone like him is clearly only looking for that sort of attention.
Yeah.
Plus, if even, and I know it's probably that guy. It very likely could be, but if it isn't the right guy,
then they've just destroyed an innocent man's life.
His name, they've completely tarnished his name,
Yeah, that happened recently. Oh no, I heard this story where, that guy could have been arrested, because that happens all the time. You know, a guy who matches the description to some extent gets arrested. He's innocent. They take him to the police station or whatever. The cops are dirty cops. They beat a confession out of the guy to get the job over.
Yeah.
Then, 15 years later, that guy's dead. He's had the death sentence. Comes out, he was the wrong guy. Yeah. It happens all the time. And innocent people are going to jail all the time, every day. But let's not talk about that because
we could talk forever.
I don't really know what I'm talking about.
We could talk forever and at the same time not really know what we're talking about.
We can talk forever and not say anything.
Yeah.
I'm talking out of my arse here. Don't listen to me. James Corden. Did you see PewDiePie's tweet?
Of how disgusted he was that
Yeah,
flipping animal of a human being would
I
even.
have it here. It says, just heard news of the devastating reports from New Zealand Christchurch. I feel absolutely sickened having my name uttered by this person. My heart and thoughts go out to the victims, families, and everyone affected by this tragedy.
Yeah.
That's what he said about it. He tweeted again that he's not going to be uploading in honor of the families, which is, he's a good guy.
Oh yeah, he is a good guy. Like no, it just annoys me when people are just like, oh, he said PewDiePie, give him gun? Yes.
Yeah, that's like, you can laugh about it, but
That's the
some people are
truth.
just that stupid that they make that connection.
Yeah, like it's at the same time the guy apparently in his manifesto I saw this on Twitter as well, but he had said that he had mentioned Fortnite and Spyro. Are you really gonna like ban Spyro the Dragon now because um had been mentioned by
Yeah.
this guy. Like he didn't inspire, but he just got mentioned.
To be clear,
I've seen this.
we do not care if Fortnite gets banned because of this.
Yes,
That's what it takes to get that fucking awful game away forever. I mean,
don't finish that sentence, Tomas.
yeah.
But like, there's so many people just coming out now talking about it.
Yeah.
I see this Reddit post as well that was like linked. I think I have it brought up here. Someone had said like, oh, why does it even matter that he mentioned subscribe to PewDiePie? And someone replied saying, actually it matters a lot. The guy's manifesto makes it clear why he said subscribe to PewDiePie. It's because he wants to create division and conflict. He wants the media to go after PewDiePie and his fans, and he wants to accelerate the culture war. Everything about the attack was cultivated for that end, for his choice of victims, to the weapons, to the people he references. He knows Felix won't approve of his actions, and he knows Felix wants nothing to do with him. He's associating himself with PewDiePie because he wants Felix to be condemned without association, and he wants the mainstream media to run with that narrative that PewDiePie and his supporters are alt-right or fascist. Like,
yeah, like this guy. Some of these attacks, like some of the, there's no right word for it, but some of the lesser attacks, the acid attacks in London, all that stuff.
Yeah,
they're only planned to some extent. Like some of them could be spur of the moment.
yeah.
This guy, he wrote a fucking manifesto.
It was like an
He wrote a
80-something
book
page manifesto
about what he was doing and why he. This guy was. I wouldn't even call him a psychopath. I just call him
a step up.
This guy was evil. This guy was evil.
Like, no, like,
and as well, he live streamed that on Facebook.
Yeah, I know.
And like, there's a video. There is like live leaks going around of the video, and I just say to anyone that comes across, don't watch it. Like, I haven't seen it. I don't know, Conan, you probably haven't seen it.
No, I haven't.
I wouldn't. Just don't put yourself through it.
And
like,
if you have seen it, if you're one of the unlucky few that have, by
don't
all
stand it
means,
around.
do
Stand
not
it around.
share it. That's exactly what he wants. Like, and the thing is, it's not even like most shooters who perform that sort of an act. Like in America, a lot of the time, whenever they perform something like that, they will commit suicide afterwards. Because clearly they're either going through something really, really rough, or they have some severe like mental illness. For all we know, they could have arrested the wrong guy. That guy could still be out there. And that's what's even scarier. So,
okay, that's
a dark place.
Well, that's a bad end for the podcast, but
Wait one second. Let me just open James Corden's Twitter. We might get a funny haha just to finish it off. Just kidding, Corden.
It's me. It's my nickname.
Just kidding, Corden. I'm just kidding.
I used to think his name was James Gordon.
James.
Funny haha moment. Hello, my name is James Gordon. James Gordon, what? I was the fat one on Gavin and Stacey.
Hey, it's me.
It's me.
Hey.
No, okay, Connor, don't start talking. Bill Cosby.
Oh gosh.
Okay, will we just end it here?
Yeah.
Because you're struggling.
I just see gifs of James Corden slapping Tin Man and Tin Man slapping James Corden.
Okay, so it's been the first episode of the Bad Friends podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Bad Friends PCast because Bad Friends podcast was already taken. Follow me on Twitter at MossyMurphy02 and Connor at Connor_C02. Also subscribe on YouTube, the Bad Friends podcast. And yeah, thanks very much for listening.
Yeah, going 8 like nigga.